So my name is Douglas Snyder, and I'm the General Director of Keep Vietnam Clean, more like a co-director. We have two directors. And I've been in Vietnam for 12 years and working with KVC since 2016, since the beginning. I'm also a green building consultant. I've been doing that for 20 years, 10 years here in Vietnam. And I'm just very happy to be working and helping to lead Keep Vietnam Clean into the future to help protect Vietnam's environment. Okay, so I've been with KVC since July of 2016. I saw a Facebook post with James Kendall, the original founder, doing a spontaneous cleanup event, and I thought to myself, I need to join. So 2 months after the volunteer effort started, I joined, and I have an environmental science background, and I was doing consulting, but I wanted to do something more hands-on and more engaged with the community, like very directly. And so I thought this would be a great opportunity, and I knew I had to join, so that's how I got started. Yeah, so the reason I joined is because I have an environmental science background. So I've been working with environmental issues since the mid-1990s in the United States, and then here in Vietnam, I taught environmental science at the National University. I also worked on consultation with projects with UNDP, World Bank, Vietnam Green Building Council, and doing green building. So I've been doing that for 25 years. And for me, when I saw the post about a community event, I thought it'd be just a nice way for me to directly connect with the community and do environmental community health work. Yeah. The most common reaction we've had, and it's pretty consistent for the last 8 years, is thank you very much for helping to clean up my country, and I feel bad that you're a foreigner and you're helping to clean up my country. And I say, no, it's okay. It's, the environment is everywhere, and anywhere I go, I think we need to keep the environment clean. But I think, yeah, maybe it's a little bit different as a foreigner being here doing it. But I mean, for me, my perspective, I'm a guest. Even though I've been here for 12 years, I'm still a guest in Vietnam. And I just want to help in any way that I can help. Yeah. So the overarching benefit that I think we bring to the community is awareness raising and education. I think nobody really wants to see a polluted environment or to live in an unhealthy environment. But I think a lot of people just don't understand the impact that our lifestyle has on nature around us. So we really want to bring awareness and education to people so they can understand the impact of kind of our daily lives. And it's in Vietnam, but it's in every country. So everybody around the world now is trying to really change to be more sustainable. We have a policy and research program. We have 4 main programs that we work in. One is policy and research, and we developed a smartphone app for people to record the pollution in their community. When they do that and it gets uploaded with a photo, then it gets put onto a map. And then we can see where the hot spots are for pollution around Hanoi and actually anywhere in Vietnam. The idea is that we would give that data then to the local government, and then they can use that to help with their planning and looking for funding to improve their waste management programs. We also work in education, so we go to schools and we give presentations, and so helping the younger generation understand what recycling is, what pollution is, and how to identify it. I think that's really important. That's a long-term investment to bring change. And hopefully the children also go to their families and talk to their mom and dad and help them understand and influence them a little bit. And then we have our community beautification program, where we do things like this, which is cleanup events and try and prevent pollution. We also do artwork that's environmentally focused for murals in neighborhoods to help bring messages of protecting the environment to neighborhoods. And then we also have green space expansion. So actually, right on Bai Zi, some home over here, We've been working for about 6 or 7 years to set up a park, a nature park, for all of Hanoi citizens and visitors to come and experience the natural beauty of Vietnam. Even if they might be in Pho Co having fun, they can still walk across the Long Dam Bridge and come into a beautiful nature park. So that's kind of the community beautification program. And then the last one is related to climate change, and we found that we can work in climate smart agriculture. So we work with the US Embassy and the German Embassy and the Vietnam National University of Agriculture to bring climate smart agriculture to farmers in Gia Lâm, but also to hundreds of other farmers that we trained online. We have training materials and demonstration projects. So actually I'm very passionate about that because conventional agriculture can bring a lot of extra chemicals into the land and then into the water. But climate smart agriculture is good for the farmers. There's no pollution, and actually we can even get better crop output and nutrient density. So those are kind of our main areas right now, and I really hope that we're going to be expanding those. That's the plan, is to keep expanding on all those going forward into the next couple of years. No, actually, we've never, I can't remember a time when somebody said we were just trying to show off or pose. There's another word for that, that's greenwashing. So we're very hands-on. We get very dirty, and a lot of us are volunteers. Most of us are volunteers. So so I've never heard anybody say that, but we get a little bit of pushback related to culture. So with this particular event, instead of just traditionally releasing the fish, some people have a big imagination and they think they want to release every type of prayer item into the river and the lake. So we see plastic flowers and plastic containers for bean cake, ashes from the altar for the entire year. And those kinds of things have a real impact on the water quality. And it's not really, as far as I understand it, it's not traditional. So we get some people saying, hey, you shouldn't be cleaning up the river because that's my prayer offering. And so, we have to respect the culture, respect the religious practices, and try and have a conversation so we can find a way to improve, so we can still have the celebration, but hopefully not hurt the environment in any way. Yeah. Yeah, so we have both. So people will contact us spontaneously, and also we put posts on Facebook and Instagram and our website calling for volunteers to help out with our events. So we have both very active recruitment and just people that are attracted to us through our social media. For me, the strongest memory is pretty much every cleanup. When I see so many people coming, very mixed group of people. We have mostly Vietnamese, but also a lot of foreigners, young and old. So for me, I always have the very strong impression that people care, and I'm amazed that they're willing to spend their time to really try to protect the environment. So, because we work in the office by ourselves, or we try to do our work together as a team, but then when we ask for help, so many people come. So it always has a strong impact on me. Yeah.
Kỷ niệm được làm việc với các tình nguyện viên ạ, kể cả Việt Nam hoặc là last. Do you feel that?
No, not at all. Because environmental issues are very complex, right? They're very complicated. So the survival of the fish is kind of one issue, and then pollution of the river, I think, is another issue. I think they're both important. We should think, can these fish actually survive when we release them in the water? And then if they get electrocuted, how does that affect the fish also? And I think maybe people culturally might be concerned that now what happens to their prayers because the fish has been caught. But in terms of the pollution from plastic and ash, that's something that will spread throughout the entire river downstream. And so the impact is perhaps even broader. So I see it as, one is animal welfare and maybe culture, and the other one is environmental pollution. Yeah.
Nó là về when you do the things about environment.
I think I only wish we could do more. So I don't regret at all joining KVC. For me, it's so I've worked in the environmental field since the 1990s, very long time, and it's easy to become discouraged or even depressed because the problems can be so big in every country. And it took me a long time to come to the point where I can just stay solution focused. I know the problems are big. I know that I'm one person and our team is like maybe 15 people, but we can only make progress if we just keep going forward and keep focusing on what we can do. And so I'm very, very happy to be part of KVC and to be trying to create solutions. And hopefully we're getting more momentum every year and connecting with more and more people. So I just look forward to having more impact if we can do it. Yeah.
Sau anh thấy cái vấn đề mà